Mental health. That's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about, are we talking to our friends enough? Are we caring about them enough? Are we asking them more about their money and their material possessions, or are we asking more about their well-being? Because a lot of times I feel like we struggle with the fact that sometimes our friends can be hurting, whether or not it's our fault, but it's our responsibility, our duty to ask them. If you have a friend, it's your responsibility to make sure that they're okay. That's what you agreed to when you wanted to be friends. And if you're anything like me, you care about every one of your friends, and you would hate to lose them. It all comes with mental health, and it all comes with depression. Now, depression and mental health are not the same thing. I understand that. But sometimes you can't have one without the other. A lot of the times in mental health cases, they develop depression. And then in depression senses, maybe it's formed from a sort of mental health. But you can be depressed without having mental health issues. You can have mental health issues without depression. I understand that. But for the specifics in which I'm talking, they're one and the same. Right, as of right now, I'm thinking about all this because of the whole Etika situation. And if you don't know about the Etika situation, I'll give you a brief update. Etika was a YouTuber who, and I believe he did some streaming as well, but he was a YouTuber that generally did reviews and kind of games on Nintendo game consoles, I believe. I'm not 100% on that. I never actually watched his channel. I was updated in this situation, so I kind of looked up a little bit about him, but he generally did that. Anyways, so he posted a video about 5 days ago talking about, I guess, his mental health and his depression, which really made a lot of his fans worried. They worried about him. And then after that, I don't know if it was immediately or the next day, but he became missing. He was a missing person, and they were looking for him. That was for 5 days. Yesterday, they found his possessions on a bridge in New York, on the edge of a bridge in New York. His Nintendo Switch, his wallet, and something else, I believe. Maybe a cell phone or something. But everyone held out hope. Everyone thought, maybe, just maybe. Maybe he just ran off, whatever. Very late last night, they confirmed they found a body about a half a mile to a mile and a half away from the bridge in the water. But they had no confirmed identity because they had to wait for families to come out and ID the person. Well, today, it was confirmed to be him. I don't know if it has been confirmed that he jumped from the bridge or if it is, something else in play. But for what we know is we knew he had problems, and then either him or someone else acted on those problems. So this is what brought it up, but this is not what I'm talking about. I don't want to talk about Etika. I want his family to be able to recover from this. My best wishes for his family. But unfortunately, my best wishes don't mean a whole lot because it doesn't do anything. No matter how good my intentions can be, it doesn't do anything. And that's why I'm making this video. I don't want it to get to that point anymore. I don't. We owe it to our friends. We owe it to our family to ask about their health in life. Far too many times we worry about their possessions. Far too many times we worry about their money. When do we draw the line and say, no, that's not what's important? What's important is, how happy are you? If we ask that every day, how many lives do we save? Now, look, I understand we're not going to save all the lives. Sometimes people are just fighting too many demons, and it'll happen. But we have to take it as our obligations, our responsibility to ask, to at least ask, have the human decency to ask. And we care about cancer. We care about immediate life-threatening things. Anything that gives us a diagnosis of you have the X amount of time to live. We care about that. Why don't we care about depression and mental health the same way? The only difference between that and those other things is you don't get to know about how long you should live for. It could be 60 years, it could be 2 years, it could be tomorrow. All I'm asking is that you ask your friend how they're doing. Is that too much to ask for? Is that too much to ask your friend how they're doing as a person? And then after that, you can continue to ask them about whatever you're curious. But like I said, if you're anything like me, you care about your friends. You care about them as a person. You care about their mental health. You care about their well-being. And I don't think I'm the only one like that. I think a lot of people are like that. I think a lot of people just get their daily life and routine in their head, and they're just curious about their friend. It's not even necessarily that you care more about their money, you care more about that than their health. You just think about that more because you don't worry about your own. And then on the other side, if you're someone struggling with depression, struggling with mental health, please reach out to somebody. Reach out to anybody for help and allow them to help you. Because I promise, there's people out there that care. I care. I'm on the other side. I might be on the other side of the world. I might be on the other side of your screen. But I care. And if I care, somebody close to you cares. In the link in the description below, I'm going to have a link to people who can help you. I'm also going to put the number down in the description below of the suicide hotline. But please reach out. Because we care. We really, really do. It just hurts my heart to know that they lost somebody. I know what it was like for me when one of my friends committed suicide, and I can only imagine if that had been like my son or my parents or something like that. That was a friend. This is family for them. And sometimes our friends can be our family. So please, guys, please, if anything, if you take anything away from this video, please let it be care about the well-being of others. Care. Just ask, hey, how are you doing today? It can save you a lot of heartbreak in the end. But I just wanted to make this video. Sorry to bug down y'all's day, but I really felt compelled to make this video. I really, really felt compelled to say something on this topic because it impacts me. It impacts me. It does. I've had friends deal with depression. And on the other side, I had a friend for years who dealt with cancer. I understand how these things can have an effect on people. And I just feel like we could do so much better as people, as humans, as friends, as family, if we just ask how they're doing. Just ask how they're doing. But I just want to make a video on this. Thank you guys so much for watching.